Start formally in just a few moments. I'm in Bend, Oregon. It's 7 in the morning here, and I think the house is much of the houses that I'm staying with here is people I'm staying with are asleep still. So let's arrive. How are you today? Turn up my volume a little bit. Oh, I'm not using my earbuds. Hopefully this will work. I'll get a little closer. Hello, I'm aLex and we're here through Sun and Moon Yoga Studios YouTube portal weekly, 10 o'clock Eastern Time, and then join us anytime afterward. I'm using some ideas to ground us and open us and help us center. Oh, hi, Mary Beth. Hello. Thanks for the chat. And by the way, I like to express this frequently from my heart. It's I have so much gratitude for those of you who join in this practice with me here in real time, later, and just in general. If all of us, more of us would find the resources to stand in our own shoes, to self-soothe, to see the bigger picture, to practice listening, really, what is my teacher calling it? Generous listening to ourselves and to those we're with, those beings, be they animals, trees, buildings, people. The wholeness is the healing, is the feeling of connection. And many traditions say our suffering comes from a feeling of separation. And part of why that happens is we glom onto something partial and believe it to be the whole. So I'm going to use a few parts, symbols, and entities to help center us and help us arrive, a little different than I usually do. Earth, for groundedness, for what supports us, for what nourishes us. I'm thinking, motioning with my hands, you may not see, is my lower body, the deep belly, the pelvis, the legs, the feet, and the bones within, deep within. The sun, I'm going to bring that to the heart area for the warmth and clarity, which gets a little to the mind elements, nervous system. Generosity could be a heart element. And the sky is where the sun shines and where the earth lives, where everything lives, the spaciousness, the boundlessness of the sky that is accepts all, rejects nothing, that is the generous listener with no issues at all, no limitations to its generous listening, accepting. So for our movement practice, I'm going to do something very, very subtle again today. It's breath. And a simple practice that the way it'll go is we'll relax, center. We'll breathe in and just watch, and you might count, or you might just feel the fullness as it's coming. Then a pause, and you can let that pause be of any duration you like. You can also count, or you can have a couple words you say, and then the exhale of some length, allowing it all the way out. And you might pause at the end there too. And then each round we'll do about 10 rounds. And you don't have to keep count of that. I'll just estimate it for us. And each round you may find you need to let the in-breath be longer or shorter. So do what you need for that and enjoy it. Just enjoy the life force moving through our earth, sun, and sky, elements of ourselves, and the elements that are external to us, but also we embody those elements. So perhaps to just a little more fully arrive, sense the earth underneath you, underneath us, specifically underneath your body, how the body gives its weight through the grace of gravity to earth. And come back here to just feeling earth, feeling breath touching within the earth part of you, the lower part, the bones perhaps, as often as you need. And in fact, I'm going to be putting my hands on my body, hands on the lower abdomen, leaving one hand there and bringing a hand to the heart, to the sun, to the warmth, the heat that finds what needs it, comes to the cool. The warmth, which is a kind of kindness. Not losing the feeling of earth. Our consciousness and awareness can hold them all simultaneously. And then sky, the boundless, limitless, spacious, empty, clear. And you might notice that these elements, if you feel one may have a feeling, a difficult feeling, you can bring in one of the others to help balance it, likely to play. And now as we move to our breath, and our practice today may be a little shorter for some technical reasons than usual. It's usually 30 minutes. So just tune into the breath before we start the practice. Just tune in, watch, observe, befriend the breath. Let her know you're here, just as she is today. And when you're ready, begin to especially attend to the in-breath, perhaps without losing your sense of earth, warmth, sky, sun, sky. Pause for a few beats after the in-breath. Breathe out freely, watching the flow that unites the external, the internal, and inspires us. Pause perhaps after the out-breath and repeat again. Just noticing anything else that comes into the spacious view of your sky, your sun, your earth. Notice the delightful and the pleasant, just in a kind of neutral way like the sky, but perhaps with the kindness of the sun's warmth, steadiness of the earth. You can treat the disturbing visitors the same way, in any way distracting or judging or what we'd call the negative side of the spectrum of things. Perhaps they're not negative. Perhaps they're messengers, guides. About 2 more rounds of your breath, being with your breath, befriending, walking with. And slide yourself from here right into about a 5-minute meditation. With the same way of drawing on the earth, sun, sky, within and around, allowing freedom for the breath. And allowing whatever to comes come, whatever goes to go. Over and over as needed, bringing some kindness and forgiveness to yourself, to your own disposition toward yourself. 4 more breaths together. Meditation. My friend's lovely singing bowl. Let us bow together, closing our practice. Perhaps there's gratitude living in us now, perhaps a sense of humility, perhaps a sense of confidence, connectedness. See what is there. Listen for what is there for you. And perhaps set some kind of reminder. I think I'll do this. Maybe wear a ring on a different finger, or wear a certain jewelry, or carry a little note or a poem that remind you to come to presence, where we can realize that we're not separate. I hope my sound was audible, and thank you so much for joining me. Only about less than 20 minutes today, and I'll be back at home next week. So check out our website to see how you might join in practices that support you and come to our community. I mentioned, I think a couple weeks ago, or maybe last week, I was wearing a t-shirt of our Sun and Moon studio. Now we'll be celebrations are in planning for our 30 years of being, so that more information will be coming for how we can all do that.